What's up, guys? That was a quick message that come through straight away. So we was just about to welcome you and introduce you to Rivington, Holborn, Lancashire, north of England. This place is the home of major parties and wedding functions in this area. It's quite an exclusive place to book. We come every year for the Halloween party here. It's a really, really good one. It's also been a meeting place for bikers for the last sort of 50-60 years, and I mean motorbikers. You know, all the different motorbiking groups and clubs that meet up, and they have different venues up and down the UK, Scotland. They have Route 88 in Scotland that they do, and this is one of the main stop-off points. So it's always very busy with bikers and outdoor barbecues in the summer, that kind of thing. So it's haunted, and we're going to run. Andy's downloaded a couple of new apps here. So we've got Necronometer, which you've probably heard of before, because quite a lot of paranormal groups are using that right now. And we've also got Alice Box. So we're going to give these a run and see what messages and if any significant names come through that we can then ask out and do a little bit of paranormal on. So I'll show you around. We're right in the middle of the woods, on the opposite side of Winter Hill, where we go so much to conduct our alien UFO and some of our paranormal stuff. This is the outdoor patio area. It's some bikers coming now, actually, by the sound of it. People come day and night. Do you want to walk up back there, because there's some bikers coming? It's going to drown us out. So that's Rivington Hall Bar, guys.
I mean, this is a new one.
We've got some bikers arriving right now, so we're going to walk on a little bit, and then we can get the noise won't drown us out too much.
It's a street thing,
yeah.
But it's also got a meter on it as well. So
we can go around the back because we can film that around there. So we're going to show you around the back of this place, guys. It is reputed to be haunted. I mean, I've been coming up here for 50 years, since I was a kid, and there's been always ghost stories attached to it, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get stuff up here.
yeah.
We'll go around the back of it and then we'll work our way around the front, because it's an old building and the back of it is likely to be as haunted as the front, to be fair. Right, so Andy's going to run these apps and we'll see what we pick up. Going to go down the back of the hall barn now and into the woods. Still a few walkers about, so being a nice summer's evening and stuff. Do you want to ask any questions out? If you ever can get any bikers coming forward that have been coming here for the last 50-60 years, because you know, there have been a lot of big bikers' funerals, aren't there, from people who've been killed on motorbikes in this place. Quit. Oh, that sounds like kind of a modern word. You can't imagine an old ghost using that word, so that's going to be someone more recent.
No, I mean,
that word didn't come into effect until probably Kojak or something in the 70s. Something like that. I don't think a 18th century ghost is going to use the word quit, so sometimes, guys, you've got to go with the language you're getting, you know.
I was religious, I was cremated.
I was religious. That was, what was it, 2 messages with it?
Yeah.
What did it say?
I was religious and I was cremated.
Oh really? No, that's interesting. Now I wonder if that was a biker. Are you a biker person?
Rachel.
What era did you live, Rachel? When did you die?
You can talk to either one of these.
I think we need to go that way, so I don't think we can go back that way.
You can, who are you?
Come forward, Rachel, and tell us your story. When did you die, and why are you haunting Rivington Hall Barn? Why are you here? Do you have some message to give out to someone? Do you have some message to say to us?
Have you a message you want to say to us? I speak to either of these devices.
What was it? I was religious, and I was cremated.
I was religious, I was cremated. keep walking.
Oh, okay.
Which way do you want to
Left
keep
or
walking?
right?
Left or right, you need to tell us.
Do you want to go up this way then? Because this takes us to the Pine Tomb, you know, the place where people have had their ashes. People have had their ashes scattered up at this Pine Tomb.
I was cremated, I was religious, so yeah, you would.
Should we head towards the Pine Tomb? Okay, guys, just to explain.
Begin.
The Pine Tomb, it's a forest of little pine trees and things like that people have had put in place where people have had their ashes scattered and stuff.
Directions. Prediction. Right. Prediction.
Right.
Begin.
So this way then?
Right.
Alright, well let's go this way then, but I think let's just go down here anyway and see where it heads to. I don't know all these paths. Addiction?
Prediction.
Prediction?
Yeah. Well, that's where I reckon it said begin, and the other said right.
Alright, so let's go down here then. So, like, you know, this ghost could be attached to...
Bruce.
That's another name then. Who's Bruce?
These are quite modern names, really, aren't they? So did Bruce come down? Bruce. Somebody who came down this path. So, can you answer me this? Can we go in the right direction? You did say right, and I was a bit. A track. REM pod? Oh my god, we haven't got a REM pod, have we? Why are we not ready to get a REM pod, man? We was going to buy one as well. Oh.
So maybe they're saying that they could probably let us know they're here by using a REM pod. Have we got anything similar to a REM pod we can use?
There is.
EMF meter.
Miracle. There is a device on here, there is a meter on here which will move when it...
You can either do it on there, we've got the EMF meter. It's the same thing.
16.
Is that your age? Or is that the number of spirits that are right here at the back of Rivington Hall Barn, which that's the back of it there through the trees?
Oh.
So there's some people coming down right now, so we're going to walk on a little bit because it's when you're filming in summertime, one, there's no darkness, and two, there's lots of people. So well, we've got to find a place we can turn off because this is a main track and there's people coming and we're going to get interfered with, so we need to go somewhere quiet if we're going to continue.
I need somewhere to...
So we need to get off the main path really and find a smaller one because people are not going to be going down there now. Because right now, with it being like summer solstice, guys, last night. Happy summer solstice to everyone.
Oh yeah.
See, that looks like an old entry to the hall, doesn't it? Old gates. That looks like. That would have been an original way in. And that's the kind of thing I look at, the old, you know, the old setup, how it was like before. Oh really? I heard that.
There is a portal nearby.
Yeah. Look at these gate posts. These are old.
I lived here.
That's a child. That's a child.
Yeah.
I live here.
It said.
Yeah, well look, this was the entrance to the original
I still visit
house.
my family.
This was the entrance, the original entrance to the house.
But it came up nearby. This is a portal. Here. Game.
Right, so this was the original entrance.
Ectoplasm.
Well, we can only pick that up in the dark, really. It's hard to pick up in the daytime.
So am I in the right place now?
Yeah,
I don't feel...
Was that a child again?
Like a child,
so, like a child would have maybe played around this area? Which is one of the entrances to the hall, but whether it was like the entrance where they would take all the kitchen stuff in and the servants would have gone in, or whether it was the main one, we don't know.
A few minutes.
I've got a feeling this was a second entrance because the main one's going to be down there. The main entrance always faced like the front door, the road up. This is probably a second entrance.
Yeah.
But it's an old entrance because you can tell with the stonework, and this is what I like to do when we're out and about looking, because some of this has been renovated and made into a modern place, but they've got the old timbers, aren't they, the old black and white sort of 17th century timbers at the back, where the actual barn, hall barn party room is itself. which will go back in a little while, but we're just waiting for those bikers to switch off their engines and stuff. Then we don't.
One ghost detected.
One ghost. Who's the ghost, please? Would you like to come forward and tell us your name? Tell us a bit about yourself. Why you're here? Was this the entrance to your hall, or the hall that you worked at back in those days?
Yeah.
Did it say yeah?
Killer.
Killer? I've never heard of any of those. But you never know. Do you know what? These halls and castles don't document every single thing. Stuff's gone on and we don't know about it. Why don't you just use one app, because we're getting like too many messages coming through right now, and it's going to get confusing. Just pick one and stick with it, and let's see what we get off from that one. I would. Have you used the Alice box yet? Or are you saving that for the second shoot later?
I can give it a whirl with that.
Well, I'll tell you what. Keep that one on now, and we'll try the Alice box when we go down to Suicide Forest later.
Alright, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Keep this one on. I'll just use the different things.
Alright, let's stick with this entrance for a minute, because...
Haunted house.
Is this house haunted, Rivington Hall Barn? Was this your home? Did you work here? Did you pass through these original gates? We'd love to know who you are, and we'd love to know your story. Why you haunt the... Did you love the place so much? See, the clues are in the stonework, guys. If you get on like stone like this and the walls are like that, you're looking at 1800s. Because they changed the brickwork in the 1900s, they went to sort of red brick after that. You can kind of get the era, roughly the age of a place, by checking out the, you know, what was the style of the features back in those days for houses and halls like this, to have a couple of entrance points. Do you want to go back up there?
Yeah, we'll have a walk back up here.
Alright. Yeah. Well, we're around the back of the hall now, so we'll go back round to the front of it. And then we'll see if we pick anything else up round that side. So, yeah, it's a really big biker place, this. But throughout the year, they got all sorts of stuff going on. They do the St. Patrick's Irish night, they do summer barbecues, they do the Halloween is the best, right? They'll do 3 or 4 parties through October, all in fancy dress. And they do the hog roast outside, and then they wheel it in, and it's just a massive, really, it's such a good party, I can't tell you. Well, let's put it this way, my family have been going to it now for 20 years and more, so it's just like a regular tradition now. They also do stuff for Christmas, you know, dinners, and New Year's Eve party is also a blast as well, so it's a really, really good place to go. If you're in the northwest of England, Lancashire, and you're looking for a good place for a night out or a venue to book, you know, this is a really, it's right in the middle of the woods, so it's in a well spooky location.
Oh yeah.
We've had some good times on fancy dress here, haven't we, Andy? We even had our wedding party after we got married party here, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Halloween up here, so that was good. Okay, would any spirit people like to come forward and talk to us? I'm Alison and this is Andy.
Order.
Order. Let's just, you know, sometimes it will do this, it will go quiet, and then you'll get a jumble of spirits all trying to get through at once. So just, let's just run it and see what we get. Are there any spirit people present with us, please, at this Rivington Hall Barn? Did you live here, did you work here, or did you die here, or do you still haunt this place? And if you do, why? So that's the back of the hall through the trees. That's more modern because it's brick, so it probably was added on to the stone.
Yeah.
That's probably the more recent of the two buildings. Because they would have started it in stone and added on in brick, like so many halls in Britain started life in like the 12th, 13th century as stone, and people have bought them and progressed and added bits to, and then by the time we've got to this era, it's become like brick rather than stone.
Just walk up and down here, you know, who enjoyed the place. Can you give us any names of anybody? The person who asked us to come down here needs us to be a bit forthcoming. Needs to be a bit, no, tell us, prisoner.
Oh, is it flickering? Right, no, that's good because we wouldn't have any electricity.
It's on below. Prisoner below.
Below where? There are no jail cells around this area that I know of. But then again, all these halls and castles did have something, so you don't know if...
You don't know, do you?
The nearest jail cell to here that I know of is the Blundell Arms, that used to be a courthouse, which is a couple of miles down.
We're picking something up here.
Yeah, so this is flickering. So this only flickers, guys, and we're picking up a presence. So there is something on the path, isn't there?
Yeah. Use it.
Use it? Oh, right, so they're saying to use the EMF. Well, didn't someone ask for the REM pod? And we haven't got the REM pod, so that's the next best thing, the EMF meter. So obviously somebody's able to let themselves be known through this.
Use it.
If it goes to walk up close to this, it'll flicker up to red. Like now it's flickering, so there's some presence evolving around Andy, and if it goes up to red then it's a strong one.
But it's random. If it was electricity, it would be constant.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it stopped again now, so this is what happens with this. If it goes to pass by, they'll set it off, and when they've gone, it'll go back to green.
Not the camera. Yeah. So
not because it would be on all the time with the camera.
If it was electricity, it would be constant.
Yeah,
That's like it's somebody passing through.
Yeah, it is. Oh. So we have had some back and forward disputes with electricians over this, and I understand it is a piece of working equipment for electricians. Yeah, I get that. I understand it. Of course, you use it for that. But also, it detects EMF, right, which is electric magnetic frequency energy. So also ghosts can produce this, yeah, if they're manoeuvring about and going from one place to another. And they do detect like electricity. So for the electricians and that watch this and they've thought, I want to use that in my work. What? Yeah, I get it. Okay, but it can be used also for paranormal. And we're in the middle of the woods, right? And there is no electricity around here. So when that picks up like that, but it's random and then it stops and it's random again. It's usually detecting a presence of some sort.
Clouded.
Clouded.
Most likely. Is this the house that's haunted?
Well, this is an old house too, but I guess this might have been like a farmhouse or just a second house to the hall barn. You know, perhaps it was a servant's house. I don't really know actually the history. They have private houses now, but they would have had some connection. They may have just been like a neighbouring farm or something. The neighbouring farms used to supply the hall with all the fruit and vegetables and meats and things, and milk and cheese, and eggs and all of that.
Yeah.
What you used to get, for those people that are interested in the history of any halls in England, a hall such as this, Rivington Hall Barn, would have a neighbouring farm, and the neighbouring farm would hire the land, and then they would like sell the produce to this hall, and that's kind of like a back and two business how it works.
Yeah. Whoever's with us is back. Are you back with us? Oh my God.
Yeah, that's really flickering that now. Yeah, it's going... Was that a child's voice that come through? That's going mad, that. So yeah, there's something is definitely right here. Something is definitely right here.
It could be you've got
child.
That size.
Child size. Yeah, well you can get animal spirits, yeah. I mean, it might be people that just love walking up here in the past that come back. It doesn't necessarily mean they're attached to this place.
It's rafted.
That doesn't mean anything.
No idea what that means.
No, I don't. That's a child's voice, that. That's a kid. It sounds like a kid's haunting this lane. We've had a child here and a child down there at the gate, so it sounds to me as though there's some kids haunting this lane.
Probably running up and down for you.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe, yeah.
You are welcome.
Thank you. What's your name? Are you a boy or a girl?
Tell us your name, if you can.
Come and stand here and talk to us.
Can you... This thing in my right hand.
And what game are you playing right now?
If you can take it out of me.
Tell us your game, we'll play it with you.
Move up.
Move up?
Yeah, move up.
I'm just going to film that lane a minute in case we pick anything like an orb. Because if there's a kid running around.
Blind.
Running away. Run away. If there's a kid around. Yeah, it's child height that as well, but it's children's voice that, isn't it? Listen, it's kids.
Help me.
What do you want help with? Are you stuck?
I get a feeling it's a little kid.
I think it's a kid.
Kid running up.
Yeah, I do. And it started when we got to them gate posts back there, so perhaps it's playing up and down the lane.
It's about sort of waist height.
Really?
A kid running up and down.
Yeah, it is. And maybe that kid, the kid might have lived at the farmhouse.
What's your name?
That's the back of the hall.
Oh, we did get a name, didn't we? Rachel.
Yeah, we did, Rachel, yeah.
Are you Rachel?
Or Bruce.
Are you Bruce?
Or both. Maybe it's two kids.
Or are you brother and sister, or twins, or just friends? Can you run up and, if you can, just them lights, fancy lights?
Yeah, it's going now, look.
Them fancy lights that I've got in my right hand. Can you knock it out in my hand? If you can pull that out in my hand, you can take it with you. Can you run off and take it out in my hand?
Just stop now.
Would you like being filmed?
But if they're running about, they'll come up to you and then they'll run back to where they're playing, won't they?
If you run down and run back up, Alison here with the camera,
yeah, we can take your picture.
Take your picture and everybody can see your picture.
Maybe what we need to do when we've finished shooting is come back and take a picture of this lane and see if anything shows. Do you want to go up there or do you want to go back around the front of the...
Agree.
Really? So they want the picture taken? Right, well we'll come back and do this photo after when we finish.
Come up here with us?
Do you want to go right to the Pineham or do you want to go left back around the front of the hall? I can hear motorbikes, to be honest. Do you want to go this way? Because they do meet up in the evening. They meet up 24/7 here. If they've come from a ride or they're setting out on a nighttime one. There's a lot of... Southport also is a big place for bikers here. And also over at Whitby, the Scarborough side, Flamborough Head, the lighthouse. Inside. They all meet there too. There's plenty of places they go.
Inside. Oh, they're coming with us. You're coming with us? Come on. Yeah, it's like we're running up and down, we're not staying with, we're not keeping close to us.
But it'd be interesting.
Now and again.
It'd be interesting to see now if we don't hear them up here, if they're just on the lane. Because if they're just on the lane, they're only where the old Victorian brickwork is.
Apocalypse.
That's a bit modern, isn't it?
Yeah, if we don't come up here, then on that lane.
Then they're playing on the lane there.
Hold on the lane.
So let's just...
Which I think, if anything, maybe when these people are gone, if they don't get anything here, go back and do an EVP. Do you know all this stuff before?
Where the gate posts were.
Yeah, gate posts.
Yeah, well we can do that if you want. Go back and get... we can head back that way if you want, because there's a lot of people around here right now, so I think we need to... Go back that way and we'll do an EVP down there. Yeah, right. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. So we're going to do that. Go back to the spot where we got those kids before. Yeah. Because it's quiet down there. People don't really go down there that much.
Yeah, we'll try that.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the back. Sarah. I wonder if that's one of the names then.
Yeah. You know. We did have.
Yeah, so we'll just let people know what we're doing. So where we're at, we're going to
come back down,
head back down that lane where we've picked up the kids and run EVP. So Andy's we're going to keep quiet. Andy's going to ask out, see if we get any kids' voices coming back. Yeah.
Hotel?
Well, it was a hotel at one point. They did open it as that, and then they put it back to a restaurant bar again.
Yeah.
Back in the 70s, early 80s, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we not use this anymore.
No, it's a hotel now. It's just like for private functions and stuff.
Conferences like weddings.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Like that.
And the band's the party band.
They're up and down here. They're up and down this right lane.
Yeah, it's really active here, isn't it? It's really active here. So this is the place we're going to have to stick with them for now, for the time being.
Yeah, they're following us.
Well, I think we should go back to those gate posts. Yeah. And this old wall, because I think that this kind of stone that can bring them forward, contain the energy and then replay. Like this is one of the theories of paranormal is that they can be contained the energy in the stonework and then it replays, and that's when we see them or hear them.
You know why?
Why? Oh, have you got another name through there?
Jessica.
Right.
Sarah, Hotel, Keith and Jessica.
Right, that's not
so is there more than one?
That sounds like people who used to come up here.
How many is there of you?
Let's walk back down to the gate post, because that was a nice little niche to work in, wasn't it?
When people started walking down, it stayed on. And it stayed on. It's as though like they were walking with us.
Right.
Maybe, they started again now.
Yeah.
Shut it. Oh no, that's not very nice. That's not very polite, is it? That's not very polite of you. I'll keep going down here. I'm going to use this device in a minute. I know if you're children you might not.
But if they're playing, we should pick them up.
I'm going to use this so I can hear your voices. How many is there of you? Victoria.
Oh, it's another name.
Kids.
Yeah, it is kids.
It's kids going up.
Yeah, it is. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's a lot of energy, that.
Victoria's very strong.
Yeah, so these are kids playing, obviously, aren't they? So let's get down there.
So they either lived at the house or they lived at that hall.
Yeah. Right, so we need to get down there and put the EVP on and see if we can record any kids' voices.
No, how many?
You said quit before, didn't it? Somebody's using that word.
How many of you are here? You're obviously still with us. How many are here? How many? How many are here? Can you tell me? Can you tell me how many are here? How many are here? Are you still here? Do you want to do something to make her jump? Gabriel.
That's another name.
These are older names.
They are older names.
Oh, ectoplasm.
Well, that's the spirit mist in it, which is hard to pick up during the day. But at night, maybe we should come up here at night one time.
Yeah.
And do it then. Yeah, on this back bit here. See, the minute, guys, because it's solstice, it doesn't go dark here in the UK till about 11 o'clock at night, so we've got very short dark hours. This is why we do a lot of the paranormal footage in the evening by sunlight, which is not good really for picking up things like ectoplasm and orbs, or Ed and Lorraine Warren used to call them ghost globules. I love that word, ghost globules. I think we'll start using that. Ghost globules, orbs, the same thing, the little white things that pass by and are spirits.
Still here now.
That was a kid.
Land.
But that was a kid's voice. You're getting a lot of children's voices coming through that, which is interesting. Yeah.
Attachment.
That sounded more like a woman, didn't it? But the others have been kids that have come through. Let's go back to the gate posts. Because for me, gate posts and doorways are always active anyway because of the number of people that have passed through. And let's just, I'm going to keep quiet now and we're going to have a little silence so that we can record.
You're not listening.
Are you or me?
Probably me.
That's why I always say to you, innit? Are you listening?
Right.
Sounds like there's a party going on back there, but this whole band's actually closed right now. But you do get a lot of campers coming up, is the camper vans and that, having their own parties. It's a real, honestly guys, it's just such a cool forest place to hang out, you know, if you're into the camper scene, you know, and the outdoor barbecue and the outdoor party and the rock scene and all of that and the biker scene, and it's just, this is one of the places you need to put on your map, you know, if you're into all that kind of stuff. So there are some people coming up from, there's some people coming down. Yeah, so we'll not start until they've gone past and we don't pick up their voices. Yeah, so anyway, we've been coming up here since the 1970s with my uncles and aunties and my parents and that. And there's always been ghost stories attached to this place. There's always been something seen in the area. There was a priest seen in Rivington village, which is about a mile back, which we're going to go to on the part 2. He's been seen a couple of times by an old Celtic cross, so we're going to go and have a look at that later on. And this place, because the bikers, you know, they have a community where they're always out biking, you can hear them right now. And so many of them get knocked off bikes and killed, and they all have these massive procession funerals. So I'm thinking we're going to pick up, when we go back around the front of the whole barn, perhaps the names of some bikers that have lost their lives. We'll wait till the foot traffic's gone by and then we'll start. Yeah.
It shouldn't be water effect in the slightest bit.
No. But it'll be interesting to see now after that if we pick up any children's voices on that. So we'll start running it and see what comes forward in it.
Yeah.
Alright. So for EVPs, guys, we're going to have to stay really quiet because what we do is we're recording this EVP recorder. It records levels that we can't hear with our ears. So if ghosts are talking, we can't hear them. They can get picked up on these EVP recorders. They're designed especially to pick up other voices that are being, that are speaking that we can't pick up. But kind of similar, like dogs can hear things and we can't. It's kind of similar to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're quite quiet.
Okay.
If we pick anything, there's only that little bit back there. But it shouldn't be very long. Okay, so you need to talk to us. Talk into this red light on here. Are you a child? What are your names? How old are you? What year is it? Where did you live? Did you live in the big house or the smaller house? And why did you stay here? Are you the ones that are making the lights flash? Can you make a big loud noise and shout your names, shout together? That'd be really good. Are you a child? What are your names? How old are you? What year is it? Where did you live? Did you live in the big house or the smaller house? And why did you stay here? Are you the ones that are making the lights flash? loud noise and shout your names, shout together. That'd be really good.
I'm not sure I didn't hear some whispering the first couple of questions. When you said what are your names and how old are you, you'll need to put it to your ear because I don't think we can pick it up, like, unless you got it to your ear.
Are you a child? What are your names? How old are you? What year is it? Where did you live? Did you live in the big house or the smaller house?
Can you hear whispering? I could hear it distant, just whispering.
Sounded like small house.
Small house, that's this one at the top. Do you want to walk up? And let's have a look. We'll ask out again up here because the small house is probably like a farmhouse, a neighbouring farmhouse or something. We'll head back to the front of the barn anyway and finish off, wrap this up there.
Are you the one making the lights flash?
We need to come up here in the dark.
Can you make a big loud noise? Shout your names, shout together. That'd be really good.
Yeah, I'm sure I heard some whispering in the background there. What do you think?
I would have to listen to it properly again.
Yeah.
I'm sure when I said, did you live in the big house or the small house? I'm sure it says small house.
Oh, that's this one at the top here.
That's,
So let's have another walk back round to the front of the whole barn and show everyone like where we are. So again, this place, they've now got log cabins as well, so you can hire them if you want to stay over here and stuff. Really good place. There's a campsite not far from here on the one of the farms have tents and caravans and stuff, so it's a place you can come for weekends too and bring your mountain bikes, your kids, your dogs, your camper vans, your tent boxes, everything. Not that I'm advertising it or anything, because I'm not. Just I love this place so much, I think it ought to be on people's maps.
This is an interesting little bit.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes you find...
A niche. It's what you call a little niche, isn't it? So you just wander off and end up down a track that you didn't know about, and you get these...
That would figure.
That might have been a farmhouse.
That would figure.
Yeah.
Kids would live there.
Yeah, they would.
Time
Yeah.
times, they probably had lots of kids.
Yeah.
They probably sold them. Don't go up there.
Yeah.
Stay
On the
on
path.
this lane.
Yeah.
Stay on this lane. So they probably wouldn't go up there.
No.
They'd stay here.
Yeah. So that makes sense, doesn't it?
It does make sense, that.
So it looks like it was once a farmhouse.
I'm not just saying it, but I'm sure I heard small house.
Really, yeah. I heard whispering.
It was...
Definitely, but I couldn't figure out what they were saying.
Yeah.
But there was some whispering there.
It said small.
Yeah.
But we weren't getting anything up this high.
No.
We weren't getting anything down below.
No.
It was sort of here.
Yeah.
You know, and my phone's on airplane mode, so it won't even affect
No, it
it.
won't be that.
But that was constant.
Yeah.
It'd like go up, and then it'd go off. So if it's an electric, it'd be on all the time.
Yeah.
Because electric is on all the time, innit? It's
Yeah.
a continuous current, innit? But that wasn't. It was. It'd go, and it was they were coming up and going.
Yeah. like kids do.
And run off.
Yeah.
We should get with kids because they'd be
Yeah,
like,
of course.
what's he doing?
But all this is old. These steps are all old.
Phil.
Oh, that's an end then, so maybe... Were you connected to this hall barn as well? Did you work here? Let's go back round to the front of it. We're at the back end of it right now. Beard. Seriously?
Beard.
Someone's talking about your beard.
Beard. Well, that was the first thing that came through when I was saying about somebody coming up and going like that.
Playing with your beard.
And it might have been one of them said to him, go on, grab his beard.
Because you know what kids are like with your beard.
Because kids would be.
Yeah, because
they'd be tempted, wouldn't they?
people might not know this, but me and Andy are great auntie and great uncle to 4, so they love his beard. It's just a big plaything. Whenever we see them, it's just they go straight for that beard. So kids will do that. They will go for that beard.
Yeah, because they don't see anybody. They probably don't meet anybody else.
No.
Who's a bit off the wall.
Yeah.
So it's probably one of them, and they're going, "Go on, you do it."
Yeah.
So they're all coming up having a go and
playing with your beard like children do. Because I know our family, our kids do, don't they? They love playing with your beard.
It's but I never thought it was a bit of paranormal equipment.
What, your beard? So we know we got something else natural that we can use to attract ghosts. Wait till we get to Hever Castle. Anne Boleyn's going to have a field day with that.
Wait a minute. This beard has been stroked by.
You better get.
This beard has been stroked by leaders of this country.
Leaders? What leaders?
Well,
Anne Boleyn?
This beard has been stroked by queens of this country.
Yeah, Anne Boleyn, yeah, alright. So we are going back to Hever Castle in the next couple of weeks, guys, which is down in Kent, England. And the last time we were in there, we were down the corridor that leads to Anne Boleyn's personal bedroom, and he had his beard stroked a few times. So we're going to go back and see if we can get that again, and maybe we can film it this time. With it being one of those royal castles, they're a little... you know, where you can film and where you can't film. But we're going to be going back down to the south coast next week for a road trip. So if we disappear for a couple of weeks, because we're going to be on the road, and then when we come back, we're going to load it all on. So then you'll get to see what we've been doing.
Yeah.
So we're back at the front of the party hall now. This is the entrance to the hall. And so, Halloween time, they got all kinds. They got thunder and lightning effects. They got lights in all these trees, you know, doing lightning effects, and there's Frankenstein on the door greeting you, and there's like fire pits outside. It's amazing. I think we might film it this time if we come, to be fair, let people see it.
It's a right old shindig.
It's good. It's a really good party. It really is.
It is good.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's always completely.
Yeah.
bonkers.
So I think we're going to wrap up Rivington Hall Barn. There's so many locations in this area that we're able to do, so we're going to go sort of like we're doing with Blackpool, different parts of the coast. We're going to do different parts of our local area too. So once again, thanks for watching, and thanks to our new subscribers, and thanks to the people that we know. A shout out to Senad and Gemma, thank you for subscribing, and a shout out to Anthony. What's up, Anthony, our very first and loyal subscriber. See you guys soon. Okay, I know we didn't get abducted by aliens, not yet anyway.
Not yet.
So we'll see you on the next shoot.